welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. And today we're going to head to the Lowry to see a matinee of Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Really excited to see this show. I'm going with Lawrence. We're actually going together today. We're going to be sat in the stalls. I think we're row M. Not 100% sure, and I actually thought the tickets for the show were really reasonably priced. We only paid £27 each for our ticket in the stalls. I think the most expensive was like £40, so I thought this show was really reasonably priced. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I've seen Everyone's Talking About Jamie once before on the last tour. I think I was sat in the upper tier for that one, so it'd be really interesting to sit a little bit closer and to see the new cast. And Lawrence has never seen this show, so he's really excited to see it. And so yeah, I will show you any merch that they've got, show you the view from our seats, and obviously record the curtain call for you, because you're allowed to record the curtain call for this one. And yeah, we're gonna head out now. My dad's actually gonna drop us off, and we're gonna actually go and get some food at a local restaurant first before we head to the show. So yeah, I'll just get back to you in a little bit. Okay, so we just arrived at the restaurant. This is it, ETAJ Key House. So we're just in the restaurant now. We're just trying to decide what we want for our meal. I was thinking a roast, but I don't think with mash. And I only really like roasting with mash, so I don't think I'm going to go for that. I think I might get a steak.
There's a steak.
So we've got quite a nice view of the water outside. Lawrence is struggling to decide what he wants.
No, we've got options.
We've got options. So our starter has arrived. We went for garlic flatbread with cheese. Looks nice. It's hot though. Here's mine. I got steak. Lauren's got for a burger, but they're just changing his chips. He got fried chips, but looks good. I think I forgot to show you Lawrence's burger, but he's eating half of it now. What was on it, Lawrence?
Bacon, chocolate rib.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
It's meat.
A lot of meat. Fire brigade doing something over there. So fire brigade. I don't know what it is actually. No, it must be something to do with the water. But anyway, we had our lunch now. It was very nice. Now we're going to head over to the theatre. It's about 1:30 now. Starts at 2. So by the time we've walked up there, got a programme and stuff. It'll probably be time for the show, so I'll get back to you now once we're at the theatre. About a 10-minute walk, I think. Maybe 5-minute walk. It's not too far. So just walking up to the Lowry now. There's the bridge that we usually walk across, and the stairs to get up are just here. But you're looking forward to the show, Lawrence? You've never seen this one, have you?
Nope.
You looking forward to it?
Should be good.
A man of many words, aren't you, Lawrence?
Yeah, well, I'm pushing on F1 at the moment as well. So.
Okay, so we're at the theatre now. We're going to head in. Going to get a programme. See if they do magnets. I'm not sure if they do magnets, but I'm going to head in and see. So I'll get back to you in a minute once we're inside. So I'm just in the queue for the merch. We don't do any magnets, but I'm going to get a pen. This pen's only £3 and I need a programme, so that's what I'm going to get. I can't really show the merch very well because it's all behind here, but they have 2 different t-shirts, they have a poster, pen and a pin. Okay, so show's about to start in 10 minutes. I can't find Lawrence. Not sure where he's gone. Where is he? I'm sure I left him here. He's disappeared. Right, I'm gonna have to ring him. Okay, so we're heading in now. So we're on row O, and we're right at the wall. So we're very end seats on row O. Just gonna take a quick picture of the stage and then we'll take our seats. I'm just taking a picture. Okay, we're row O, 4041. This one. Okay, so we're now in our seats from row O, seat 40 and 41. So we're right at the end, right next to the wall. But the view is actually quite good. We might miss up on the far left, but I'll just quickly show the view because it's going to start any minute. Okay, so this is the view from our seats. I actually think it's a really good view. If you look closer, you can also see the band at the top. Just zoom in. There's a band. So like I said, it's going to start any minute, so I'll get back to you in the interval. So it is now the bit interval. Excuse the lighting, it's very orange. I feel very orange, but we're stood under an orange staircase, so that's probably why. So what do you think of it, Lawrence? Because this is his first time ever seeing it.
I'm enjoying it.
Bend down a bit. Okay.
You camera up.
They can't see me.
I'm enjoying it. It's quite good. I'm enjoying the songs. And Marcus.
Yeah, it's really, really good. We're both really enjoying it. We'll give you a full review when we get home, but so far interval, really, really enjoying it. And I think it's a good view from them seats.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It's a really good view. You'd think being at the side, it might not be a good view, but it's really good and you're not missing anything. So definitely get them seats again. Anyway, we'll get back to you now at the end of the show. So we are back in our seats now, just waiting for it to start.
Place where we
The show is finished. We really enjoyed it. It was really good. You enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good. I'd love to see that again. It's a really good show. So Dad's going to pick us up. So we'll tell you more about it when we get home. Hi, so it's now actually been a couple of days since we've seen the show. We didn't get a chance to film a review on Sunday. I think we were tired on Sunday evening once the kids had gone to bed, so we didn't have time to film a review, but I thought I'd just quickly tell you what we thought of the show now. So obviously we went to see Everybody's Talking About Jamie on its UK tour at the Lowry. I think the Lowry is its first stop on the tour. We went on the Sunday to the matinee showing, which was Sunday the 17th of September. We were sat in the stalls. We were on row O, seat 40 and 41, and these seats are on the far left hand side of the stalls, they're next to the wall. And you'd think, being like on the far left, you might miss some bits of the show, of anything that's happening on the left. You didn't. You saw everything that was on the stage. You didn't miss anything. And those tickets were only £27. I think the ones further to the middle were like £40. So I thought they were really good value. In fact, all the tickets for this show seemed really reasonably priced compared to other shows. Like the Crown Jewels is on this week, and their ticket prices are ridiculously expensive. So much so that I can't go because they're just too expensive. I mean, the cheapest seats at the very top, at the very back of the tier for that show are like £37, which is ridiculous considering you can see everyone's talking about Jamie and sit in the stalls near the front for only £27. It's a big difference. So yeah, I thought the show was really reasonably priced, especially for the quality of the show that you get in. Also with the Lowry, because it's a modern theatre, they've built it really well so that you get good sight lines from almost wherever you sit in the theatre. So no matter where you sit, you're going to probably get a good view at the Lowry. There's only a few places where the view's not excellent, and they're the ones that are on like the very sides, where me and Lawrence actually sat for Les Mis, because you have to lean forward to be able to see anything, but if you lean forward you see everything really clear. But usually the prices for those seats are very cheap compared to the seats. But anyway, as I was saying, the seats we sat on were excellent for the price. So the show did have some merch. I think it was the same merch that they had for the first tour. It looked very similar to me to the merch that was on the first tour. So there was two t-shirts. There's a blue one, I think with silver writing on, and then there's a white one with red writing on. Can't for life of me remember what they say on the t-shirts, but I did film it, so hopefully you will have seen it in the video. They had a pen, they had a key ring, they had a pin badge, they had posters, they had the soundtrack, and they had the script as well, I think, and they also had the concept album as well. So those were all the merch that you could buy. I did take a picture of the price list, so that should have been in the video. They never seem to sell magnets for Jamie Musical, which is really annoying because I really wanted one. I was hoping they'd have one on this tour, but they didn't. So there's no magnets. So as there was no magnets, I did actually buy one thing. I actually bought the pen. Don't know if it's going to focus on it. There we go. So I actually bought the pen. It's just got the logo on it. It writes in blue ink, as you can see from my hands, because I've just been using it. And that was only £3, so that wasn't bad. So I thought I'd get that since I couldn't get a magnet. And then obviously I bought the programme, which is here, and the programmes were £6, but they are really good quality programmes from the Lowry, so I don't mind paying £6 for Lowry programmes. So if you don't know anything about this musical, Everybody's Talking About Jamie is based on the life of a real person. His name's Jamie Campbell, and at the age of 16 he starred in a documentary, I think it's a BBC documentary, called Jamie, Drag Queen at 16. And it's the events that occurred in this documentary which is what the musical is based on. So the musical actually debuted in Sheffield in 2017, because Sheffield is where the story is based, so it opened there at the Crucible Theatre in 2017. It then went on to do a successful run on the West End. I think it opened at the West End in 2017 and then closed in 2021. It's then since been on a UK tour which started in 2020. I think obviously they might have had problems with it during COVID. I saw it in 2021 once the theatres reopened, and that was its first ever UK tour. And then this current tour is its second UK tour. So the story follows Jamie New, a 16-year-old boy who dreams of becoming a drag queen. Jamie's parents are separated and he lives with his mother Margaret in Sheffield, and he very rarely sees his dad, and they don't tend to have much of a relationship. Jamie has a plan that he wants to go to his school prom in a dress. So Jamie ends up visiting a shop to try and find a dress that he can wear to prom, and he goes to a shop named Victor's Secrets. So whilst at the shop he meets the shop owner Hugo, who he befriends, and Hugo tells him all about his time as the drag queen Loco Chanel. He also then tells Jamie that he can get him a gig at Legs 11, the local drag club, and he can do a gig there before he goes to prom in his dress, sort of like a warm-up for going to prom. So that is the basic story behind the musical. So when I first saw this show on tour back in 2021, I remember saying that the score wasn't very memorable, and that the songs were good but they weren't very memorable. I was very wrong about that. I think when I went to see it, I was sat at the very top tier, and I think the person playing Jamie at the time wasn't very well, and so his voice wasn't on top form, and I just couldn't make out any of the lyrics he was singing. It just all sounded quite muffled from where I was, so I didn't really get the full experience of hearing the songs. So back then I didn't think much of the songs, but hearing the soundtrack now, I absolutely love it. Once I could make out the lyrics, I absolutely love the songs. I think they're absolutely great. I think it's probably one of the best things actually about the musical. The music's fantastic. There's so many good songs in this show. So yeah, what I said last time, completely wrong, because I think I just had a bad performance, and just where I was sat based on the fact that the actor wasn't very well that day. I think that was just the problem at that show. But hearing it properly this time, absolutely loved the score, loved all the songs. So the show features like a few really catchy songs, like the opening number from Act 1, which is called And You Don't Even Know It. Love that song, it's really super catchy. Definitely an earworm, definitely gets in your head. Really, really love that song, it's really upbeat. Definitely a great start to the show. Then the opening number to Act 2 is probably one of my other favourite songs, and it's the title song, Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Again, an absolutely great catchy song, but the show also has some really lovely ballads in it. Some of my favourites are The Wall in My Head, which is sung by Jamie, and then I also really love He's My Boy, which is sung by Jamie's mother. I think that's a really beautiful ballad, really love that one. So the set for the show is quite simple, but it's used very effectively. So as you enter the auditorium, the stage is laid out with like school desks, and these desks are sort of multi-purposely used. They light up during the opening number, so they look very different, sort of like a catwalk. They put them all together, and then they were also used in another scene at Jamie's house. They put them all together to make like a wall, and then Jamie walks across them in his heels. So they use the desks a variety of different ways. So they also have some set pieces that fold out from the walls. There's the set to represent Jamie and his mum's house, which is nice, and that just gets sort of pushed around. They also use projections as well, which brings the set to life a bit more. So on the back wall they project like the housing estate where Jamie lives, and other things are also projected onto the walls, and I think that really helps bring the show to life. So yeah, I enjoyed the set, simple but effective, and I thought the set was good. So I thought the cast for this show were fantastic. I thought they were all excellent. The ensemble were excellent dancers. I thought they all did a great job. and the main cast were excellent as well. So playing Jamie, we had Ivano Turco. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm really sorry. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. But he played Jamie. I haven't seen him in anything before, but I know that he was in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella. But I thought he was excellent as Jamie. He made the character really lovable. You really felt a connection to Jamie, and I just thought he did a fantastic job. He had a great voice as well. Excellent dancer. He's really good dancer, and yeah, I thought he just did a fantastic job. Really enjoyed his performance as Jamie. We then had Rebecca McInnes as Jamie's mother. She's actually played the role before on the West End, so she's reprising the role for the tour. Again, I thought she was great. I thought her version of He's My Boy was fantastic, and I have actually seen her before on the West End when I saw Dear Evan Hansen. She played Evan's mum, so I enjoyed her performance back then as well. I think she's a really good performer, and I think she's got a really good voice. Playing Ray, which is Jamie's mum's best friend, we had Shobna Gulati, and she's played this role in every form. She's played it on the West End, she played the role on the last UK tour, and she even played the role in the movie as well. I actually can't imagine anyone else playing this role now, and she plays it so well. She's so funny, and she plays the role so well, which I think is why they keep casting her in this role for every version of the show, because she's just so good at it. She's hilarious, she's really funny. Ray gets some great one-liners, and she just delivers them perfectly. Her comic timing is excellent. I've seen Shobna Gulati in quite a few things, and she's always fantastic in every role that I've seen her in. Always really funny. I just think she's a really good actress, and I've always enjoyed her performances. We had John Partridge playing Hugo, and I actually really enjoyed his version of Hugo. I thought he was really believable as the character, and I enjoyed watching him in the role. I thought he was good. Okay, so now I'll quickly show you the programme and go through the cast list and just show you what's in here. Okay, so this is the programme. It says Everybody's Talking About Jamie, the hit musical for today. It has a picture of the main cast on the front, Lowry logo, and it just has a date that it's on at the Lowry from the 7th to the 17th of September. So when this video goes up, this will already have moved on to its next venue. I'm not sure what the next venue is, but like I said, the Lowry is its first stop on the tour, so it's going to be touring for at least a year, so you've got lots of opportunities to catch it. So inside there are some adverts for some upcoming shows at the Lowry. Got one here for the Crown Jewels, Ocean at the End of the Lane, and Metamorphosis. You've got Fantastically Great Women, Change the World, Life of Pi, which is going to be on at the Lowry over the Christmas season. 42 Balloons, which is a new musical which is going to be debuting at the Lowry in April next year, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that when it comes. Okay, so then we've got the Jamie stuff. So first of all, here we have an article. It says how the musical Everybody Talking About Jamie was created and took to the West End and the world by storm, the official story. This just tells you the story of how it became a musical. There's information here telling you about the documentary that it was based on. That's continued there. This is about the music. And then you've got a Q&A with Dan Gaspy, and then an interview with Ivana Turco on this page. And then you've got your cast biographies. So playing Jamie New, as I said, we've got Ivana Turco, and like I said, he has been in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella. I think that was his debut. and he played the leading role of the prince in that. Then, like I said, again we had Rebecca McInnes playing Margaret New, Jamie's mother. So, like I said, she has been. She played Margaret before on the West End. She's also was in Dear Evan Hansen, playing Heidi Hansen, Evan's mother. What else has she been in? She's been in Wish You Were Dead, the UK tour, and yeah, quite a lot of other things. We then have Shobna Gulati as Ray. Like I said, she has been in this before. She was on the West End. She was on the last UK tour. She's been in Little Voice, which I saw at the Lowry last year, I think. She's been in Anita and Me, Grease, Mamma Mia. She's done an awful lot of stuff. She's had a very long career. She's done a lot of theatre work. She's done lots of telly, documentaries. She's done a lot of stuff. So, playing Pretty Pasha, we have Talia Palamafanan. So she's Pretty Pasha as class dance captain. I thought she was actually really good. She's got a really nice voice. Loved her solo song Beautiful, which she sings in the show. She has previously been the understudy for Pretty Pasha in the last UK tour, and she's also been in Matilda on the West End as well. So playing Miss Hedge is Hayley Tamadon. So apparently she's best known for playing Delia Dingle in Emmerdale and Andrea Beckett on Coronation Street. I don't watch any soaps, so I've never seen her in either of those. Apparently she's also crowned the winner of Dancing on Ice. So she's previously played Lisa in Mamma Mia on the West End, Trish in Boogie Nights UK tour. She's been in Fame on the West End and UK tour, Millie in Furry Mullen Millie, and Roxy Hart in Chicago on the UK tour. So those are some of the things that she's been in. Then we had John Partridge as Hugo / Loco Chanel. So he's a British actor, singer, presenter and writer. So apparently he was in the original UK tour of Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical Cats, and was then in the West End production. He's played Zach in a chorus line. He's been in Grease, The Witches of Eastwick in concert. So those are just a few things that he has done. Then we have Anthony Guide. He plays Like a Virgin, and he's understudy for Hugo and Loco Chanel. Gary Lee, who is Sandra Bullock. He is also the understudy for Jamie's dad. David McNair is Trey Sophisticate. Akshay St. Clair plays Jamie's dad, and he's an understudy drag queen. Jordan Ricketts plays Dean, who is like the bully in the musical. Joshian Angelo Omana, he is CY and second cover Jamie, and he's the onstage swing. Liv Ashman plays Vicky. Rhiannon Bacchus is Fatima / understudy Pretty. Jess Barryford plays Saeed / understudy CY. Jessica Dugreader plays Bex. Finton Flynn plays young Loco and understudy Jamie. And then here we have your cast list, the band, production team. And then on this side you've got the song list. So the opening number is And You Don't Even Know It. Then we have The Wall in My Head, Spotlight, Spotlight Reprise, The Legend of Loco Chanel, The Legend of Loco Chanel Reprise, If I Met Myself Again, Work of Art, and Over the Top. Then in Act 2 we've got Everyone's Talking About Jamie, It Means Beautiful, It Means Beautiful Replies, Ugly in This Ugly World, He's My Boy, And You Don't Even Know It, Bush Station Reprise, My Man Your Boy, The Prom Song, Final, Out of the Darkness. And then at the bottom of the page there's a picture of all the cast, which I think is really nice. Oh, and then there's some more cast biographies here at the on the next page. So you got Annabelle Lang as Becca, Muka Muscaridini as Levi, Thomas Walton as Mickey / understudy Dean, Takia Bailey is a Swing, and Georgina Hagen is understudy Margaret, Ray and Miss Hedge. Then here we have some rehearsal shots. More rehearsal shots. This is Mayfield School Class of 2023. What do you want to be when you grow up? And what's your favourite thing about school? So these are 2 questions which they've asked the cast and their answers. An advert for Make Some Makeup. And then you've got the creator biographies here. Information on Firecracker Films, who I think produced the film, and some information on Sheffield Theatres, who produced the first draft of the musical. Then you've got the timeline. It shows you the timeline of the show. So the date the BBC documentary came out, date of the Sheffield Commission, and just the timeline of the musical. And you've got your production credits, a little bit of story on the history of a programme, some more adverts, and that is it. And I think that is an excellent programme. There's lots of information in there. There's some rehearsal pictures and there's cast biographies. So yeah, definitely worth the £6. It's not like some programmes where literally all you get is the cast biographies. This has got quite a few articles and some interesting bits in it. So I think that's a really good programme. So I absolutely loved Everyone's Talking About Jamie. I thought it's such a fun show. Really upbeat. Obviously there's some sadder moments in there, but generally the vibe is quite upbeat and quite positive, and I just really enjoyed it. The song at the end had the whole audience up on their feet. It was great. It was a really great show, and Lawrence saw it for the first time. Unfortunately he's not had a chance to say what his thoughts are on it. If I can catch him and get him to say, I'll put that in as well. But I absolutely loved it. It's definitely a 5-star show for me. It's one that I can go back to see again and again and again. I just love the story, love the music. I think it's a great show. So yeah, it is a 5-star show for me. So like I said, the show has now finished its run at the Lowry. It is on tour for the rest of the year, so I will link down below the official website, which will tell you all the theatres that the show is going to tour to, so you'll be able to find it on there. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this little video and you enjoy theatre vlogs and reviews, I do a lot of those on this channel, so if you'd like to see more, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified as soon as my next video goes up. I will be doing one on Annie. I've got that coming up. I've also still got all my videos from London to do. I will get round to doing those eventually. If you'd like to see any of those, then like I said, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you again very soon. Bye.